Deep in the heart of the Belizean jungle, the sun filters through the canopy teeming with wildlife. The rivers carry runoff of rains to the sea. Both humans and animals use these natural resources to survive and sometimes end up competing for them. Even though about 40% of Belize's land is preserved, only about 200 scarlet macaws remain in the country. So how does the human use of natural resources affect the survival of the scarlet macaw? Let's go to a macaw rescue center back in the States and get some help with this question.
Most people just see their colorful beauty, but these birds are remarkable creatures with quite a life story.
These are large macaws, like the scarlets that you see. These birds live in the canopy of the jungles, Central America, South America. They're called New World parrots, and they're also known as citacines. That is a scarlet mixed together with a blue and gold. They eat nuts and fruits, and they also eat insects. And they live high up in the trees of Central America and South America. One of the interesting things about these birds is that they are very smart, and they can actually mimic and copy the human voice. So they sound like they're talking, but really they're just copying what you say. These birds live to be as much as 75 years old. And the thing is that they outlive their human owners. So they come to places like Macaw Rescue.
If one of these macaws were to escape here in Florida, what kind of challenges do you think they'd face?
I think they'd have a hard time finding a place to nest and raising their young in the city.
They might not be able to find any food here either.
Yes, their biggest problem today is getting adequate food supply. These birds need a riparian habitat, which means they need a lot of space, because they like to fly down to the lowlands in the mornings and come back up to the hills in the evenings. And the biggest problem that they face is the loss of that habitat in which they live.
In recent years, scarlet macaws have been a part of a controversy in Belize, which pitted economic development against environmental conservation. Sound complicated? Well, it was. Here's the deal. Belize is growing rapidly, and the government has been looking for new ways to meet the increased demand for electricity. In the past, Belize produced most of its electrical energy from non-renewable resources, like running diesel generators. Then they partnered with a big power company from Canada to build a dam that would produce hydroelectric power. But the downside was that the dam would flood 2,500 acres of rainforest, including riparian habitat needed by the scarlet macaw. So it sounds like there are a lot of different stakeholders involved in that project. A power company from Canada, Belize's government, various conservation organizations, maybe historians, and Belizean citizens.
But what about the macaws?
Yeah, let's not forget about them. So, how can decision makers balance everyone's needs? Well, they could look at economic and ecological costs and benefits of projects such as the dam.
So who gets to decide?
That's the big question.
I want to play video games. I vote for the dam.
Not me. I want to protect the macaws.
Man, how do they ever solve issues like this?
So it's clear to see that there are no right or wrong answers here. Keep asking important questions like these while you never, ever stop exploring your world. So explore this topic yourself. First, get together with your friends and have a debate. Each person should pick one side to represent: the government, a citizen, the power company, or a conservation organization. Write in your journal how you would all vote and the reasons why. Should the dam have been built? Or should they have found other ways to get electricity? Then, go online and find out what really happened there since the dam was completed.
Never stop exploring your world.